Hey guys, Oracle Breamery here. So if I'm not self-conscious enough, I just recorded like 15 or 20 minutes worth of video and I have lipstick in my teeth. But guess what? I'm not recording all of that again. I'm not gonna get it the way that I got it, and I'm just not. I have other things to do. So I want to start off by saying this is me, being bold and just putting myself out there because I couldn't stop staring at it while I was watching it while I'm editing it. And I know you're not going to be able to either. And in case you're wondering, yes, I do know. I obviously didn't know then, or I would have done something about it. It's kind of humorous, so just laugh with me about it, okay? Here we go. Enjoy. Let's find out what the universe has in store for you today. We're created perfectly by the loving forces of the universe. Hey Spirit fam, your favorite messenger here, Oracle Breamery. Today I wanted to show you guys what my pre-recorded tarot readings look like. So if you've never had a professional tarot reading, or you used to play with cards on your own but you've never really had an actual reading, today you get to see what it would be like if you booked a reading with me. So when I first started my business at the beginning of the year in January, I was just doing written tarot readings at that point, partly because of my social anxiety and partly because I'm a writer, so I just naturally feel like I'm going to be able to give you the best and most valuable information when I write it as opposed to when I say it. But I was wrong. Over this last month, I have been slowly but surely starting to do these recorded tarot readings. They started off with me just holding my phone over the cards, which was great because ideally what you're looking for is my psychic abilities, that to be able to connect with my higher vibrations and to connect with your energy so I can pull your tarot cards and so I can decipher the messages behind the cards, because every reading is different. Every card has like seven different explanations, and sometimes it's not even any of those that is the one that's right for you. So it all depends on what reading you're looking for, what questions you're asking. I do anything and everything. I do everything from finance to relationships to fertility, twin flame. What did we say? We said finance and career. There's everything. Full moon, new moon. I know I'm missing some good ones. There's so many. There's a list on Twintuition, and if you are not following me on Twintuition, I highly recommend it. You're going to get spiritual advice. Right now I'm talking about chakras, inspirational and motivational quotes, and some of them might be just from you. They might be messages from your guides coming through me. So definitely be on the lookout for these posts. Every morning I do a daily oracle card, and that's a general reading, so sometimes it might pertain to you and sometimes it might not, and that's fine. And then at least once a day I do the like right now it's chakras, or on the weekends it's just some sort of inspirational motivational quote, whatever spirit is putting in my heart to put out into the world to you. So, and then on the weekends, on Friday and Saturday, I'm always releasing a new spread. Right now I think I have like 65 tarot spreads out there, and then I have had multiple people just message me and be like, so this is what I'm looking for right now, and these, this is kind of where I'm going with it. And I'll be like, okay, did you want to come up with your own questions for this reading? And they're like, well, not really. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll make you a spread. I have made 3 or 4 spreads just this last month, particularly for certain people. And then I offer those spreads to anybody else. So, more about the readings. So it's pretty exciting because first I started off just holding my phone and it was kind of shaky, and you're going to get to see the difference. Like at first I'm kind of shaking with my phone while, I'm trying to go ahead and read the cards. And then I got my tripod and my ring light, and you're gonna see how I'm gradually progressing. So like at first the cards are too far away or the ring light is too bright, and every day, every single reading that I do gets a little bit better, better camera quality. I'm getting closer up on the cards. There's no shaking. Trying to find just the right touch on the light because there's so many different functions, so that might take me a while. But it's not just tarot cards either. For every question in your spread, I choose a tarot card and up to 2 or 3 oracle cards to get you the most in-depth answer to your question. And I go through all of them. And then at the beginning of your reading, I explain to you, I light your candle. This is now, I'm not sure actually if any of the 5 readings that I'm going to have in this video actually have the whole process that I'm doing right now, because the videos, the recorded readings that are in this video are ones that I was given permission to go ahead and share as an example to anyone interested in knowing what a reading is like. But so right now, how it's going is I start off your pre-recorded reading by lighting your candle and saying a prayer. And then I tell you what crystals I chose for your reading and what they stand for and what crystal energy I am also sending to you through this reading. And then I go ahead and start with your tarot. I always start with the tarot card every question, and then I get more in depth with your oracle cards, and then we go through each of your questions, however many they are, and I will say that each question is approximately 3 minutes long, which is why my readings, the prices have gone up, because now with the video readings there's more of a demand for my tarot readings, my spreads, as well as the fact that I'm getting regular customers too, so that's pretty great. But it's a little more time consuming now because I am editing and I am going through the whole process of adding these little extra things like saying your blessings and your prayers first and cleansing your space and showing you that I'm doing that. At the end of every reading, when the reading is complete, I choose one of my newest oracle decks that I have, and I pull a card of guidance for you out of that. So that's also really special because I've gotten some really nice decks. So we have like the Goddess Oracle, Goddess Power Oracle deck. I just got in the Elemental deck, and I really have so many. So I go ahead and I at least choose from one new oracle deck, a card for you, and that is always at the very end of the reading. So an example on the price change, a 7-card reading, when I was doing them written, or when I even first started doing them recorded with my phone, was $15. And then now 7-card spread is going to be $20. And that is because you're going to be getting, if you talk 7 questions, and I say minimum of 3 minutes per question, so that already is 21 minutes. And then with the prayer and the crystal explanation and then that oracle card at the very end, you're talking about a 30-minute reading there. So the average is almost like $1 a minute is what you're going to be paying for your videos, but I haven't had any complaints yet, and they're actually highly recommended and really looked forward to. So I'm super excited to share these with you, and this video is literally like my evolution from when I started pre-recording my videos, my tarot spreads, which was 3 weeks, not even quite a month ago, up until more than a week ago, because I don't have any recent ones. All of my tarot readings are private and confidential unless you otherwise give me permission. If I ask, or if you just go ahead and say, you can use mine to share in any way that you need. Other than that, I'm never going to share it. And how I give it to you is I upload them up to my YouTube, and then I put them as unlisted. Now, what unlisted means is that you're going to get a private link that only you and I can see unless you give it to somebody else, and I'm not going to give it to anyone else. So that's pretty special because there was a monarch butterfly that just went by. I love spring. So you can guarantee that nobody is going to see your reading. It is definitely private. And I know some people kind of are like, well, why is that such a big deal? Because some of these readings are about toxic relationships. They're about poor finances. They're about difficult times in life. You know, a lot of the times you want a reading so you can confirm what your intuition and your subconscious is already telling you. And a lot of times you want a tarot reading because you're kind of lost. You know, you're not really sure what your next step is. So that's my job, is to help you kind of find inspiration and hope in your future. And I'm not going to share that with anybody. That's your private business. So that's why they're private. And that's why I don't have any recent ones to share with you, any like really recent, like today or yesterday. So even these from like a week ago are entirely different from what they look like today. And they're only going to keep getting better and keep improving. And for anybody watching this who currently gets my pre-recorded tarot readings, I want you to let me know anything that I could do to help make it a better experience for you. Are the cards too far away? I'm always trying to tweak stuff, but I don't know exactly what needs to be tweaked unless I kind of have that help and that guidance. So feel free. Constructive criticism is always welcome. So, all right, enjoy. There are timestamps down in the description box if you want to go ahead and see what different readings we have on here. You're going to see the different lengths, the different types, and then you can literally just click on them one at a time if you want and watch the evolution of them, how they change and how I've grown over this last month. So thanks again for joining me, Spirit Fam, and I hope you enjoy these pre-recorded spreads. Maybe you'll actually find something in there that's for you. Maybe there's a message in one of these for you. And I really hope this inspires you to book your professional tarot reading. All right, thanks. Love, light, and blessings. So it's really important that, where is I going with that? So I bet you didn't expect to see me again, huh? After I just went through this whole exciting spiel about how you guys were going to watch the evolution of my tarot spreads or my tarot videos since I've come out doing pre-recorded videos. But here's the thing. So I recorded the first part of the video you're watching right now a week ago, and it was 2 or 3 weeks after I had started. So now I've been doing these for about a month now, and I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't expect them to take off quite as much as they have. I was actually putting this video out to kind of excite people into wanting to book their tarot reading with me, and I still do, but not to the point that I did. So to kind of rewind a little bit, 3 months ago when I started Twintuition Tarot, I really didn't expect it to get so big so quick. But apparently I am really good at manifesting and setting intentions. So for example, the last new moon, which this Saturday will make a month, which makes perfect sense, I intended to double my sales in Twintuition from the month of February. And guess what? I doubled them in a week. So a lot of you know that I am also a stay-at-home mother of 5 and a wife, and when I first found out that I had these psychic abilities, I didn't expect to only apply them to tarot. I do love tarot, I love doing readings, and I love helping people, but there are so many other things out there for me that as a Gemini, you know, I really need to get my finger in every pie. So I'm trying not to spread myself too thin, and I was doing a really good job of it up until recently. So I'm finding that there's some things that I need to tweak, some things I need to drop, and some things I need to add. And after I recorded the first part of this video, which you just saw, I was like, yeah, I'm so excited. I'm going to get so much business from this. People are going to love these video readings. And then, like, not even 2 days later, I'm like, I don't even have to put this video out to know that to get these customers. Like, they're already just rolling in. So part of me was afraid to put out an evolution because I don't want to get any more business than I can truly handle right now. I have a couple hours in the morning and a couple in the afternoon where I can really do my readings, and I have a 24 to 48 hour window. And so this last Friday before Easter, I had 2 people try to book a reading, and I told them that, I'm actually not doing any tarot this weekend. I'm spending the entire Easter weekend with my family, and I'm not going to think about anything business-wise. And they were totally understanding. They're like, okay, I'll get back to you on Monday. Well, come Sunday night, I had 2 regular customers wanting 3 readings combined that they already know my process, so they already went ahead and made their payments. And then I still had the 2 other customers that were new from Friday. So in Monday and Tuesday, I had 5 large readings that I had to do, and I was kind of overwhelmed. I mean, I don't want to get to the point where, like, I'm stressed out about where I go in with, like, this energy when I'm doing readings. That's definitely not the case. So I actually was going to at first just take 5 or 6 of my regular people and just kind of shut down, like, showing everybody and the promoting, because I'm doing such a great job at promoting and putting myself out there. I'm doing too good of a job of what I can handle right now. And like I was saying, tarot is not the only thing that I do. I'm also a psychic medium, so I also do mediumship readings. I've also recently learned that I am a healer and that I can manipulate energy with my hands. So I'm really trying to learn more about that. And my spiritual growth is really important to me. And I was actually faced with that option from Spirit to kind of determine what was most important for me in my life path. Is it wealth? Is it fame? Is it so we got wealth and money, fame and popularity. Is it growing and learning? Is it what will truly fulfill my soul? And of course, wealth and fame and all of that is wonderful. Don't get me wrong. I apparently could sit at home and do tarot readings all week and make a lot of money doing it, but that doesn't fulfill me. I could easily go on and offer free oracle cards, or put myself out there to the point where I have thousands and thousands of followers on Facebook and even Instagram. It all matters on where I am diverting my attention to. And if it's scattered, if my attention is so scattered, then everything's just going to be kind of like a little bit, which is fine. A slow growth is fine for me. I do not expect anything to happen overnight, although in just 3 months, an awfully lot has happened. I cannot lie. Like, I am already turning a new leaf as of the full moon we just had and this new moon. I am going through, I'm having a lot more downloads and really feeling a lot more confident in where I'm going with this. And not to say it's not tarot, but it's not specifically tarot. It's not only tarot, because if that were the case, then I would pour all of my energy into just that and forget about all these other adventures that I'm trying. But that would really limit my spiritual growth, and learning and creativity is really fun for me. So I really need to get that back. I need to not be so bombarded by readings that that I'm kind of distressed by it. I'm kind of like disappointed that my tarot business is doing so well. No. So I figured it out. I'm not going to only take regular clients, and I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop doing you know, my professional tarot readings. I still have twin tuition, and I continue. I see myself continuing twin tuition. I don't see that going anywhere. But I do have to set some boundaries. And these boundaries are going to be the 24 to 48 hour thing is going to be going out the window soon, because that puts a lot of pressure on me. So when somebody reaches out to book a reading, which pretty soon I'm going to have my website up. So that's going to be the one way. Instead of me getting messages from all these different places, they're all going to come through and be directed through my website soon. So stay tuned for that. But I am going to come up front and be honest and be like, look, I can't do it until, you know, say it's Monday. I can't fit you in until Friday. I am booked up until then. And that's going to have to be okay. You know, if there's enough of a demand for people to come to me regularly, then I don't see why anyone would have a problem waiting. So that's what we're going to start doing. We're going to start booking readings, and they might even be out 2 weeks ahead. That's just the way it is. These are boundaries that I'm going to have to set in order to continue providing this service for my spiritual customers, for all my customers. But I'm just assuming you're spiritual, I guess. So, what else are we doing? So, all of the oracle cards that I was so excited to show you guys about. When I first started doing my tarot readings, I only had like one reading a week. So I was purposely adding oracle cards in there to help me learn. And because I wanted to give my customer the best experience. So that just became a normal thing. If you get a tarot reading from Oracle Bray Marie, you expect it to not just be tarot cards. I pull like 2 to 3 oracle cards on top of the tarot card for every question. And as you just saw 10 minutes ago, I was bragging about like, yeah, I also pull all these oracle cards for you. So that also is starting to limit me. It's because I'm providing it as a part of my service, but I haven't been charging for that. I was even going to start to do charms, because I was like, oh, I saw that on a pick a card thing. I want to do charms. And then I'm like, oh, someone uses Scrabble letters. I'm like, whoa, I really need to calm down. I need to stick to tarot cards. Tarot readings are going to be tarot cards. Each spread that I offer, or anything that you ask, say you message me and you're like, I have these 3 questions, or I want this 3-question spread. I'm going to be like, okay, first we're going to book you. Well, we're going to book you after I go over the prices with you. Excuse me. And there's going to be 2 different price options for you. You are going to have the option of just tarot cards. It's going to be really hard for me to not pull oracle cards and to only pull tarot cards, but I'm going to do it because my sanity depends on it. So there's going to be a price just for oracle cards. And then there is going to be another price if you want the works, the whole spiel. That price is going to reflect the prayer, the oracle cards, all of the extra added stuff that I really do wish that I could do for everybody, for everything, for my original prices, but I just can't do it anymore. I just can't. You know, I've evolved, and it's great and it's awesome, but these are the boundaries that I do have to set for my clients. And along with putting out there, asking that if you do book a reading with me, please do not continue to message me and ask me if I have it yet. Now, up until now, the 24 to 48 hours, I have met every single reading that I've had within the 48-hour time frame, and yet I still get it's more often than not my younger customers, which I understand the excitement in wanting your reading, you know, like wanting it now. I understand that, but it also puts unnecessary stress on me when I'm getting messages. Are you done yet? Are you, you know, and the last thing I want to do is ignore those messages, but I really don't want to have to explain myself. Oh no, I haven't done it because of this yet. It's just like, nope. You're going to have it when, you know, now it's going to be when we booked it for, then you'll have it then. And let's not be sending me any messages asking if I've had it yet or not. Another boundary that I'm going to have to set as a professional tarot reader and an intuitive psychic, I need to set boundaries on where my messages are coming from, which is why I've been wanting to create this website for a while now. I just haven't had the chance because my tarot business is taken right off. But so, a day in the life of a psychic. I get messages like, today's my birthday, can I get a free reading? Um, I got a voice message one day of a woman who was almost in tears, asking me for psychic relationship advice, which just broke my heart. And then I actually got a gentleman a couple weeks ago messaging me saying that he was having issues with his twin flame, and like that was it. That was the message. Like, okay. He's like, can you help me? I got a message just yesterday saying, hey, can I have a free psychic question? And then they're just going on, and it's like, okay, when I first started off at the beginning of 2021, I'm not gonna lie, like I felt obligated to answer any and all of these questions because it immediately reflected my reputation. So I would never turn down someone asking for a free card pull or asking for spiritual advice, how to meditate, if I could help someone figure out what chakras they have blocked. These are all what I'm here for. This is what I wanted. I want to be a spiritual teacher. I am a life path coach. There's so many things, but I've gotten to the point where I can't answer all of these questions, and I don't want to pick and choose. And I don't want to ignore people either. So that's another boundary that I'm going to have to set where I haven't figured it out yet. Maybe I make like a spiritual teaching group, and there's a fee, and you can ask me any questions that you want throughout a certain time period or something like that. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to go ahead and always just stop what I'm doing to, even if it's just sending somebody a link or pointing them in the right direction. This is really what I pride myself off, but it's getting to the point where I can't just do that for everybody because it's starting to cause me difficulties. So, and we don't want a psychic who's struggling, right? We don't need that, a stressed psychic. So I am going to show you guys not the evolution of my videos because that's no longer important. It's exciting, but it's not important. So I am going to give you a preview of, I haven't decided yet, one or two of readings that the customer has given permission for me to go ahead and play. And you can see if this is something that would interest you. If you want to book your professional tarot reading with Oracle Brie Marie, I would still love it if you do that. Just keep in mind that first come, first serve. So if I already have a couple people booked, I'm just going to have to tell you, look, I can't fit you in until this time, and that's going to have to be okay. So I'm excited. Still book your readings. If I have to book a month out in advance, that's pretty cool, huh? I mean, I knew this would happen, but I didn't expect it so quick, and I'm just so grateful to Spirit, and I'm really proud of my manifestation abilities, huh? Like, way to go. I've got some really big intentions to set this Saturday with the new moon, so who knows, maybe we'll talk about it in the next video. All right. So again, this is also, not again, but this is also going to be the last video that you see with this intro, because Twin Tuition is only for tarot now. Twin Tuition Tarot on Facebook. That will be linked below. I'd love it if you follow me there. You get all of the latest spreads and information that I come out with. But my YouTube channel is now going to be strictly Suddenly Psychic. So I'd love it if you would follow me, like it, share it with your friends, and until we meet again, enjoy my tarot reading, my video tarot reading. Finally get to see it now. All right, bye. Hi, Cheyenne. Here is your reading, and I was thinking about it, and I think last time I called you Nicole, but that's fine. That's your middle name. So, but this time I'm going to call you Cheyenne. So I'm going to go ahead and light your candle, and I'm going to say a little blessing for you for your reading. We'll put this right here so you can see it for now. All right. I hope this doesn't take forever to light. I ask my angels to surround me with a circle of protection. I ask my spirit guides to offer me clear and concise answers for Cheyenne. And I thank the universe for bringing Cheyenne to me so I can give her the spiritual guidance that she needs. I cleanse this space. All right. So let's start. I want to start with your tarot, and we'll do the pendulum last. Let's put this over here. So the first question was, will Hunter propose? And your tarot card is the Ace of Cups. I welcome new love and trust what it brings. This is actually one of the best love and relationship cards in the entire tarot deck that you can get. So this is a very good sign. This is a symbolic of a new level in your relationship, a change for the better, growing stronger as a couple, and learning about each other. So if the question is, will Hunter propose? I am seeing this as a very strong yes. On the side note here is that the focus also needs to be on self-love here, because remember, when we fully love ourselves, then we are able to fully give our love to somebody else and fully receive love from somebody else. So yes, Hunter is going to propose. This is signifying, nothing but good news in your relationship, but you also want to focus on self-love during this time. So from the True Love Oracle deck, we have the connection card. And what this is saying is that you are going to strengthen your connection. Between now and whenever he does propose, what's taking place is a bond. There's a growth, sharing hopes and dreams and plans for the future, learning about each other on a deeper level, about your passions, your likes and your dislikes. So yes, the answer is yes, he will propose. We see that. But what's going to happen between now and then is that you guys are going to build this bond and this super strong connection. Okay, next we have, okay, so I had to refer back to the messages you sent me on the pendulum reading because I thought that this rang a bell. We got the fertility card. So this is definitely indicative of a pregnancy, and I know that is something that you were curious about. So I do see, it's not always pregnancy related. This fertility card can also symbolize a fertile time in your life, like a new beginning, a new venture. So in your case, with the question, will Hunter propose? This does signify a new beginning, a new chapter in your relationship. But I do also have an intuitive feeling that for you, this is going to reflect pregnancy. So I am thinking that yes, he will propose, but maybe your pregnancy will come before the proposal. So keep that in mind. And then this is crazy. Like I said, nothing but good here, nothing but good news. The last card I chose for this question that I pulled is the future. So this is all about your future. Like I barely pull this card. So that kind of sums things up right there, doesn't it? I definitely sense an engagement to Hunter in your near future. Okay, so I'm going to show you the charm that I pulled, that I picked for you. And then we're going to find out how near in the future this engagement will be. Look at this. Now out of an entire bag of charms, I just started doing this too like a couple days ago. The key So that can be like symbolized as the key to your heart. He has the key to your heart. You have the key to his heart. Unlocking new chapters together, unlocking the future together. So that's just really beautiful. All right, let's go on. Okay, so the next question is, when will Hunter propose to Cheyenne? And your tarot is the High Priestess in the reverse position. So what this is signifying is the High Priestess stands for an inner knowledge, and she represents intuition. So being in the reverse is telling me that you might be ignoring your intuition right now. So Spirit really wants you to trust your feelings, trust your gut. Um, know that if you know the answer, then you know that you're right. So another message here is to don't just talk and speak and say words just to please your partner, Hunter. Don't just say whatever you think he wants to hear that's going to make him happy, because in the end, this will lead to resentment on your end. So be sure to be truly honest with him about everything, about your feelings, about, in the last question, we're talking about hopes and goals and dreams and stuff like that. So let's make sure that we are fully truthful about everything that we're discussing, because there's nothing that you can do. I have a really strong um, soulmate feeling, a connection with this reading. Maybe not necessarily a twin flame. I mean, it could be. It definitely could be. But I certainly feel a soulmate connection. So I am feeling that the love that he has for you is not going to fade. There is nothing that you could disagree with, or that you could say, or if you're standing up for your boundaries, saying no about something, or you're afraid to like something, or tell him you don't like something. What the card is saying here, geez, can I spit it out? What the universe is telling you here is that Hunter is not going anywhere anyway. So don't be afraid that there's anything that you're going to say to scare him away, or to make him love you or care about you any less, or to not want to propose. If it's in the cards, it's in the cards, and baby, it's in the cards. So all right, so next we have, oh, wait a minute. First, I wanted to talk a little bit more, because this is about when. So the High Priestess also, she signifies in astrology the moon. And the moon says that the timing is hidden, but she is also a Cancer card. And Cancer, the Cancer zodiac sign, is from June 21st to July 20th. And let me get it back out real quick. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is the first week of June in a timing sense. So anywhere from the first week of June to the mid or end of July, July 20th is what I'm seeing for when. So not too far away, just a few more months, just enough time for you to get pregnant, you guys to really bond and get close and talk about your future and what you really want together. Okay, so again, we're talking about self-love here. The timing might also happen when you're certain that you're practicing self-love. So if you want to speed things up a little bit, make sure to keep practicing that self-love and self-compassion, self-forgiveness, self-understanding. It's a lot of self stuff. So any chance you get, be kind to yourself. This will help speed things up. What else do we have here? Oh, I said that without showing you the card. The love card. So obviously this beautifully stands for the love that you have in your relationship towards each other. This is regarding an engagement and a marriage. So to pull a love card signifies that this is beautiful. Again, this is like a soulmate. It's a soulmate connection. But at the same time, everything that I just said about self-love again pertains to this card here. Really love yourself so you can really love him, so you can really accept his love. It really is like a whole, it comes full circle, and it starts with yourself. So then we have clarity, which is telling you to bring some order into your life and make plans right now. And actually, it was in reverse. It was in reverse. So what this is telling you too is that maybe you're kind of so wrapped up in your love right now, which is so easy to do. I promise I've been there. But maybe you're so wrapped up in your love right now in this relationship that you're finding it hard to find clarity on other situations because your mind is just so busy with love and romance that when there's other things going on, you can't really focus on them, which is fine. But spirit is just telling you, like, if there's somewhere else in your life that you have a responsibility, make sure that you uphold that. And then lastly was this serendipity card, and this is beautiful for you. I'm actually going to read this from the book. How often have you wondered when? I'm telling you, I can't make this stuff up. Uncertainty in waiting for your dreams to come true can be very frustrating. Most of the time, we want what we want and we want it now. Yet, we often look back on our lives and are able to appreciate the divine timing and serendipity that took place. Timing is a key element of life, whether you are longing to meet your beloved or craving a renewal of your current connection. It is often difficult or impossible to understand why your needs remain unfulfilled at a certain time. You might even doubt yourself or become disappointed with the universe. Developing your ability to trust in greater forces that nurture and guide you is an empowering skill to have. Make sure that you are genuinely committed to having, doing, or being whatever you have asked for. Sometimes the universe will protect you from your own naivety so you can have more time to think things through. Next, make sure that you have done all you can from an earthly human perspective to help make your dreams a reality. If you are procrastinating, how can you expect the universe to deliver? Once all of that is taken care of, it's time to trust that divine timing and serendipity have taken over and prepared to listen to and act upon your intuition. When you feel the urge to follow something up or have a sense of knowing, go with it to discover where it leads. There are many steps on the path of your highest good, so be prepared for small miracles along the way rather than a big puff of smoke and total change. Divine timing and serendipity give you the time to reconsider, refine, and adjust. They add just a dash of magic, so there's an element of the unexpected too. Life wasn't meant to be predictable, and your future is not set in stone. So learn to go with the flow and allow your fascinating journey to unfold gracefully. So that is a message to you from Spirit, and that is so special. Now, while I was shuffling, one card fell out, and I decided to save it for last. So on top of everything that I'm getting here, I also see that you guys, you and Hunter, have a really strong friendship. So this isn't just a partnership or just a sexual connection or just there's like a whole friendship. You're friends first is what I'm getting. So that is really important, and that's what brings me back to being soulmates. Like, you guys have this past karmic connection. You really do. And what tells me that even more is that the charm that I got for this question is, look at that. Look at those two hearts intertwined together. Is that not the two of you right there? That is so beautiful. So I see this engagement happening most definitely. We have the beginning of June, the first week of June to the last week of July. So I'm also going to put a little note out there. If you think you know that he might be buying you a ring or like setting things up, like if you intuitively know this is happening, do everything in your power to prevent yourself from trying to find out. Let yourself be surprised. Let yourself enjoy the unexpected. Let him just shower you with this love and this unexpected, kind of expected, but unexpected engagement. This proposal. Don't try to find the ring, or don't try to find out when he's going to do it. I mean, I know you want an idea, but I mean like the exact moment. Let yourself be surprised. Okay, so now let's get into your pendulum. Okay, so ever since your last pendulum reading, I mean, it really doesn't matter if I write it or if I buy it, because either way, the universe is using me as the oracle, as the messenger to give you the message. It really does not matter what I'm using, but I did want to be more professional about it. So I actually bought a whole thing that I have coming to do pendulum readings from now on. So you inspired me to do that. And I have never done this in front of my camera at this angle before. So let's hope that you get a better view. Okay, Spirit. Is Hunter going to, let's see. Oh, let me back this up just a little bit. Okay. Is Hunter going to propose to Cheyenne? So that's a yes, but I'm at a really weird angle. So I'm actually going to turn it because I'm standing over here. I usually like stand where the point is, and the point was over here and I'm standing over here. So I'm going to do it again. Okay, here we go. Let me get it centered. Is Hunter going to propose to Cheyenne? So that's a clear yes. I mean, we already know that from the cards, but there's your confirmation with the pendulum. And then I went one step deeper. So this, oh dear. I don't want it to be upside down, but I actually can't stand over there. I have a table over there. So I'm sorry, it's going to be upside down. So these are going to represent months. And then if we do get 1 month, we're going to put these in weeks. Ask in weeks. So Spirit, in how many months from now will Hunter propose to Cheyenne? I'm really seeing that as 2 from where I'm standing. Oh, 1 to 2. Wow, it just turned on me. That was weird. 2. So where are we? The end of March, March to April, April to May. So we're right up there to like the first week of June. So you better keep in touch with me, Cheyenne. I really want to know now. I'm super interested. You better tell me as soon as he proposes and if you get pregnant. So thank you for getting in touch with me for your reading, and love, light, and blessings. Take care. Okay, Amber, this is the beginning of your relationship reading, and these cards represent you. First, here we have the 9 of Swords in reverse, which is showing me a lot of anxiety and stress right now. You're being very hard on yourself, possibly even putting yourself down with negative self-talk. Spirit wants you to replace this with positive reinforcement. You need to confide in others for help and support right now. But the message at the end of this card is that there are better days ahead. Hope is being highlighted. There is hope. So also we have gratitude in reverse, which is showing me that you are having a difficult time finding things to be grateful for in your life. You kind of have this life isn't fair outlook right now, but Spirit is reminding you to count your blessings and don't give up. And again, there are better days ahead. There is hope. Hope is the highlight of the word for your part of the reading. And then over here, look at this, new beginnings, better days ahead. Again, a new chapter in your life is about to begin. There is a turning point coming. There has been a long, hard road, and things have been very difficult for you. You're very stressed out. You're being very hard on yourself. You're being asked to consider what fears are warranted and what is not. You need to really figure out what you are, maybe manifesting in your head that is something you can let go of, an unwarranted fear, something that really isn't there that you might possibly be creating. Okay, and here we have your partner's cards. Representing him is the Knight of Swords in reverse. This is somebody who can be aggressive and controlling and possibly even a bully. He might have this always right mentality with little sympathy or understanding for you. This is a person who lacks direction. He has scattered thoughts and he changes his mind a lot. And by doing this, he's actually pulling others down with him. Spirit is showing me that he might even enjoy arguments just to pressure or to intimidate others. There's a lot of arguments, conflict, and disagreements here with this card. So he also has discernment in reverse. This is showing his lack of judgment in making decisions and possibly even him revealing some of your personal information or secrets to a third party. And then he has compassion in reverse. He needs to try to soften his heart and use some sensitivity and compassion more in his life. And Spirit is actually saying that maybe if his ways don't change, that parting ways is something that you might want to consider. Okay, and lastly, we have these cards representing your relationship as a whole. We have Strength here in reverse, and this again is showing some low self-esteem, some low confidence, and some vulnerability in there. We're not tapping into our inner strength right now, and we really need to be. We're feeling weak and depressed, but Spirit says that you need to try to focus on the positives and again on the blessings that you do have in your life. Stay away from people who make you feel inadequate and who don't make you feel good about yourself, and spend more time around people who build you up. Right now we're feeling unworthy of the love that we are receiving. One of us, possibly your partner, or even yourself. You're feeling unworthy of receiving love. So we need to work on healing ourselves, is the message here. Don't let this anxiety and fear create problems when there are none, like we mentioned earlier. Not to say that you're not having problems, but are the problems as drastic as you may be sensing them or interpreting them or perceiving them? Is there a way to look at things from a different viewpoint? There also might be some codependency in this relationship with some insecurity. You guys are not allowing each other to pursue your own interests, is what I'm seeing. The universe wants you both to be full individuals on your own so that you can come together as a whole, as a unit. Also here we have trust in reverse, which is showing again that there is a lack of trust in this relationship and that somebody's needs are possibly being trampled on. There is a partner being more domineering instead of understanding. This is possibly your partner. He needs to find, more compassion and understanding in your relationship for you. With this trust in reverse, we have a lack of faith. And you need to really trust in the universe right now and in the process of life, and know that Spirit has your best interests at heart and your highest good, even when it doesn't feel like it. Over here, lastly, to wrap up your reading, we have closure. This is actually saying that it might be time to say goodbye to negativity and get out of the shadows. It might be time to get out of a situation and find one that better suits your needs if you are feeling that these relationship issues are not something that you can overcome, and that you are not able to fully be yourself and have your own interests and be your own person and feel good and worthy about yourself, with someone else literally pulling you down and making you feel badly about yourself and criticizing and bullying. If he's unable to find the compassion and the love and, be the leader in the relationship that you need, then possibly it is time to say goodbye. So I hope that this reading gave you some clarity today and gave you some understanding, and probably reinforced some things that your subconscious was already telling you. So keep me in mind for any of your future readings, and I hope that this gives you some clarity. Thanks. Hi, Amy. Here is your Talk with My Future Self reading. Sorry if I'm a little shaky. I'm hoping to fix that here soon, but right now I'm holding it. So, the first card that I pulled for you, the first question is my present self. So, all of these cards are going to represent your present self. First, we have the Star in reverse. This is the feeling that everything is turned against you, that you feel as if you can't overcome the challenges you're faced with right now. This is showing me that you're losing some faith. And Spirit wants you to ask yourself, why are you feeling defeated? You're being asked to nurture your sense of hope and your positive energy right now, and, get out of that mindset that everything is turned against you. And then next we have Moonlight in reverse. I thought that was interesting with the star in reverse. And then this is from the Enchanted Map Oracle. So Moonlight in reverse is showing that your present self is analyzing too much and it's not going anywhere. Like you're just overthinking and overthinking, and you're exhausted from second guessing yourself. The universe is saying that it is okay to trust yourself and it's okay to make mistakes, that you have to learn the steps before you know the dance, So you need to go play and have fun, stay open and trust. Trust in yourself and trust in the process that Spirit has for you in the plan. Next, we have Contentment. And this card is showing that right now your present self is having trouble finding a state of gratitude. You're struggling to find your happiness right now. And then you want to live in the future and stop trying to recreate the past. So your present self is having a hard time seeing the future. You're just kind of like dwelling and stuck. You're stuck in the past right now. But then over here we have closure. And Spirit is really telling you that your present self needs to get out of a situation that you're in and find one that better suits your needs. Again, we need to find some closure on that past so we can move forward. And this is your present self. So this one isn't so much about advice as telling you where you're standing right now. That you're overthinking things and that you're feeling as if you can't overcome challenges, and perhaps have lost some faith right now, that you're struggling to find contentment, and that there are some things that need some closure so we can move on. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, our second question is, my future self will thank me for, and we have the Page of Wands. I am always open to good news. Your future self will thank you for giving anything and everything a chance, for giving everything a go, for starting a new journey or project and seeing where it takes you. Spirit is telling you don't need a plan. Actually, your future self is telling you that you don't need a plan. You just need to be excited about the possibilities. Your spiritual path is calling to you, and there is limitless potential right now. Next, we have the Sad Embrace card. And here, your future self is saying that it will thank you for expressing your emotions, that tears are like a healing rain, and that loss is a part of life. And right now, you need to let go and allow time to heal you. Loss is a theme for you right now, is what I'm seeing. And your future self wants you to know that beauty lies ahead for you. And then we go over here to manifestation. So your future self will thank you for reawakening your powerful manifestation abilities. You need to step back into alignment. The universe is poised to support you. Everything is yours for the taking. And I think that's so beautiful here with the Page of Wands. Your future self is really telling you that It doesn't matter if you have a plan or where you're going. Just start. Just start by manifesting, by getting out there, by getting back into alignment, by feeling your emotions. And then over here, lastly, we have healing. You know, set a time, set aside some time for healing yourself. Believe that you deserve to be healed, and your future self will thank you by being receptive to any healing energy at all. Anything that you find calming and healing, take advantage of, you know, and give yourself that time. Just know that time does heal all wounds, but along with that, that it is time for you to realign yourself with the present and the future, and try to step back from the past. Here we are with your third question. My future self tells me to focus on, and look at that, the King of Wands, and we just had the Page of Wands. So the power message here is, I am successful in all I do. You are a natural born leader, just like this King of Wands. Now, the king doesn't create or dream. He takes an idea and he enlists in others to help him make it a reality. So your future self is telling you to focus right now on an idea where you are going to call on others to help you. You're going to direct your people to a common goal, lead with intent, see your visions through. Your future self is saying that if there is an opportunity presenting itself, you need to take that challenge. And then over here with the dreaming, you know, it's make your dreams a reality, and you're going to have other people help you do this, and you're going to be the leader. You are a natural born leader, just like this king. So the mountain is telling you to adapt and flow around any obstacle. The focus here is not the climb over the mountain or through the mountain, but to be like the river and flow around the mountain. Don't fight, you know, work smarter, not harder. So go around any obstacles and don't try to go through them. And then over here we have healing in reverse. So what your future self is telling you to focus on here is that there are some probably physical health issues is what I'm seeing. Before we had the other healing card, which was talking about, you know, deep soul healing. And here we're talking more about some physical health issues. The message here is to be humble and seek appropriate health care and medication. That you possibly have an appointment that is long overdue on being made. Now, there's also Reiki, however you say that, Reiki healing. There's crystal healing, you know, which can be a form of helping some physical healing, some physical ailments. Meditation, but also you really need to focus on taking those steps to seek out some medical health care. All right, question 4. My future self tells me to cut off, so to stop doing. And you have first with the tarot, the moon in reverse. And earlier you had the star in reverse, and then you had moonlight in reverse. So these are all really beautiful cards. The fact that they're in reverse is just helping you realize how to go ahead and make it right side up, pretty much. These are all very much in your life. And the moon in reverse is telling you already to release fear and unhappiness. So your future self is telling you to cut off any anxieties that you may have right now. The big message here is to don't bury your feelings. My cat's tail, Eve. Don't bury your feelings. Don't push them aside or hide them, because they're just going to come back up over time, right? They're just going to come up over and over and over again. So you need to really deal with them head on. And it's going to be painful. It's going to be difficult. You're going to need courage. But because you have the moon, you have the ability to do it. You can do it. So your future self is telling you to stop avoiding it. Stop ignoring your intuition and your inner guidance, to really listen to yourself. And then we have making a choice in reverse. So this is telling us, don't let others choose for you. And if your future self is telling you to cut it off, then it means that right now, seems like you're letting other people choose for you. Don't give your power away. You need to reclaim your ability to choose. You're being asked not to compromise because you're afraid of the consequences of your choices. You can always make a different choice in the future, but make one now. Don't let somebody else make one for you, or stop having other people make choices for you. And then we have waiting. This is your future self telling you to stop yearning or waiting for a specific outcome. To stop waiting, pretty much. There's no more waiting. You know, there was that king and it's time. Everything is pointing to opportunities being open and available to you in your life. And once you can release these past pains and this, I mean, of course, it's not something you can just do and just let go, but to try to be open to that healing and then see those opportunities and stop waiting for your future to happen. Go out there and meet it halfway. And then lastly, we have blessings in reverse over here. So this shows that, like we said in the beginning, with the contentment in reverse, you know, struggling to see the happiness and to see the good in your life right now. Again, with the blessings in reverse, you're being encouraged to open yourself up to blessings. So your future self is telling you to cut off the fact that you're not counting them right now. So stop not counting your blessings. Start counting your blessings. When you wake up every day, you know, first thing right when you wake up, what are you, show your gratitude for that day. Even if it's just, I'm grateful that I was able to get out of bed today, or that I didn't think about this certain thing today. Remember to just keep showing that gratitude and stop refusing to believe that you deserve to be grateful for anything or that you deserve any blessings in your life. And your last question of your reading is advice from my future self. And the Two of Cups. It's such an amazing card. I am worthy of the deepest kind of love. So the Two of Cups shows a celebration, but it also is an indication of a partnership or a strong connection. We've got that partnership coming up again. Now, this can be in either romantic affairs or business, but there's going to be a strong pair with you and someone else. This is indicative of two becoming one. So earlier when we were talking about how you're going to, kind of get a bunch of people together for a common goal or a common cause, and you're going to be the leader, I see someone else possibly either supporting you emotionally by being a romantic partner, or somebody who's going to be a really strong business partner and have this vision with you. So your future self is telling you that this opportunity is coming and that you should take it. The Dragon's Lair. The Dragon's Lair is your future self telling you that you are always protected and that you are divinely created. The path that you are on is going to challenge you to your core. Like whatever this is, this opportunity you have coming, it is going to challenge you to your core. It's not going to be easy. But this new experience that's calling you, even though it's going to test your courage, this choice is yours. And there's a greater value in taking the risk than to remain unchallenged. And that's directly from your future self. Your future self is saying that it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy at all, but that you can do it. You can do it, and that there's greater value in the risk than there is in not doing it. So I think that's a really great message right there. And then we have your spirit guide. Advice from your future self is saying that your guides are with you. You are never alone. Your guides are always with you. And that there's messages that are coming to you in the form of songs, conversations, books. You receive your spirit guides' messages mostly through words is what I'm sensing here. And that they're all around you. So, keep your eye out for that. When we have the moon in reverse, it's like not listening to those signs. Be more aware of your own instincts and your own higher self, this future self sending you messages, and be aware of messages from the universe and your guides and your angels. And then over here, look, what a great way to wrap up your whole reading. Love. Open yourself up to love. Your future self is saying to put yourself out there. That if you feel drawn to be of service to others, this card is affirming that. Fully love yourself so that you can be fully loved by others. Okay, so stay open to love. Stay open to love. And then there's that Two of Cups. I don't even know if you're currently in a relationship or not, or if this is all leaning towards a business aspect. But either way, keep love in your heart. Know your spirit guides are with you. And again, you're always protected. Love, love, love. So I really hope that you enjoyed your reading. I always love doing your readings. They're always so beautiful and wonderful. And let me know if I can help you out with any future readings. And who knows, you might get yourself another free one next month. All right, take care. Hi, Jean. Here is your transformation spread. First, I'm going to light this sage smudge stick. I ask Spirit to give me clear messages of guidance for Jean during this reading. I thank you for the messages that you do give and for this opportunity to read for her. Blessed be. All right, the first question in your reading is what I need to know. And your tarot card is the Four of Wands with a power message. The universe brings all I need to feel blissful. Now, what I'm seeing here is that you feel as if you are being prevented from having a good time. I'm seeing that your sense of shyness or nervousness is making it so you're having a difficult time revealing what you really care about to others. Your nervousness is stopping you from being excited to share what makes you proud, what you care about in your life. The message here, what you need to know, is to be yourself. Do not care about how other people perceive you. I mean, look at me. Look at your stepdaughter turned psychic. I've got plenty of supporters out there, but there's always going to be a naysayer and a hater. So don't care about what other people are saying or how they perceive you or look at you. The message here is to embrace the things in your life that you like and love. And don't worry about sharing that. Don't care what people think about what you like or what you love. So that's the first thing that you need to know. It's storming outside. It's so nice. Hear that thunder? Okay, so next we have the Coming to Life card in reverse. And what I'm seeing here is that something beautiful is being born in your life. This card is a gentle reminder to get out of your own way, though. You need to let nature take its course. It's kind of like planting a garden. When you plant the seeds, you're not going to wake up the next morning and everything's going to be grown, right? You have to wait through the whole season until harvest season. So something beautiful is coming into your life, but right now you need to get out of your own way and just let it happen. Let nature take its course. Next, what you need to know is that you are a free spirit. I could have told you that. You are a free spirit. Spirit is telling you to express yourself and allow your spirit to be free. Honor your free spirit. Honor the fact that you have a free spirit. It's such a special quality to have. And then lastly, I love this card too. It's one of my favorites. Spirit guide. What you need to know is that you have never walked alone, that you have a helpful and protective watcher in the spirit world. All you have to do is be open to their messages. Be open. This means pay attention. Pay attention because your spirit guides are going to talk to you, communicate to you through movies, through music, through books, through other people, through conversations. So be aware when you project a question into the universe and you ask your spirit guides a question. Be aware of the answers that you are receiving. And I pulled a charm for each question. And the charm I pulled for what you need to know is this little cat guy. Let's see if I can get him to focus. So what I'm seeing here is a symbol of good luck. I'm seeing that animals, cats specifically, are going to help you heal and to help you get through this period of time while you're waiting for the harvest, for your changes and your, something, you have something new coming. And then look at the eyes. Look at that eye, those eyes right there. That to me is connecting to the spirit guide, and you are being watched, you are loved, and you are guided and protected all times. So the second question of your reading is, how do I need to grow? And the tarot card that I pulled for you is Page of Cups, with a power message of, I am as young as I choose to feel. So what I'm seeing here is that you need to let out your creative inner child. You are being asked to play, be inspired, create something beautiful. Follow your heart and your heart's desires. You're going to be amazed with the changes in your life once you bring out this creative element inside of you. Be curious with the world around you. So this is going to help you grow by opening up your creative childlike side. And then next, we have the wishing well. So what this card is saying is that once you see the relationship between desire and inspiration, that you are going to be awakened to the presence of unseen forces, and that is going to enable new beginnings for you. Again, you cannot control the process of growth. That, you can't control, how big your tomato plant grows. All you can do is feed it and water and give it sunlight. So the message here is, what do you need? How do I need to grow? Form an intention, drop a coin in the wishing well, and trust in spirit. And you will be amazed at what is going to become of this. So again, you have new beginnings coming. I feel like we've been talking about this a lot. So just know that there are unseen forces that are going to help inspire you and bring out this creative side in you, and you need to go with it. Look at this. I can't make this up. New beginnings. A brand new chapter in your life is coming, or it's starting right now. This is spirit telling you that you have a second chance. New ideas, successful projects, and golden opportunities await you. Look at that. Be open to being creative. Be open to setting intentions into the universe and waiting for them to happen and being amazed at how wonderful they are. And memories. What this memories card is saying is to make some new memories. Make some new memories. Get out of your normal routine and change things up a little bit. Be creative and try something new. And then the charm for this question is this little Eiffel Tower. Little Eiffel Tower. And what I'm seeing here is perhaps travel. Hint, hint. I'm seeing travel. I'm seeing new experiences. I'm seeing excitement and opportunity. So that's really cool. All right, let's see what we've got next. Okay, so the third and final question of your transformation spread is, what can I let go of? Now here we have the Nine of Pentacles as your tarot. I take the time I need to nurture myself. So the message here, what can you let go of? It starts with decluttering your home, decluttering your space. I'm seeing that you are very sensitive to your environment. You need to make sure that your home gives you a positive sensory experience and that it holds a positive energy in each room. So this is saying, if you can, light some candles, get some scents in there that help awaken your chakras. Really, that's amazing. Plants, pillows, anything that you can do to kind of give you that feng shui or that comfort that you really need. But really what it comes down to is letting go. So declutter anything that you don't need. Next we have solitude. And this card is saying just what it says. This is a period of stillness. So let go of the hustle and the bustle and the constant moving and being busy. This is a time to be still. Spirit is asking you to step back and take your focus off your life and off your troubles. And you'll be surprised at how things sort themselves out when you've taken a time out to really replenish your energy. So this isn't a timeout so you can overthink and overanalyze things. This is a complete timeout, a mental timeout, a physical timeout, like a complete, Calgon, take me away type deal. You'll know what I mean there. We have freedom. This is a beautiful card. I can't tell when it focuses. And the freedom card says to release judgment of yourself and others. So let go of any judgment of yourself and any judgment you have of other people. Be kind to yourself. Have compassion towards yourself and forgive yourself if you find yourself, you are judging yourself. It's okay. Once you realize it, find a new perspective, change your way of thinking, and forgive yourself for being hard on yourself. Yourself. And then truth. This is saying to admit the truth to yourself. The truth is going to set you free. What can you let go of? You can let go of avoiding the truth. Maybe avoiding the truth of being too hard on yourself. Avoiding the truth of having negative thoughts of yourself. Avoiding the truth that you don't have anything to declutter in your home. Okay, and then the charm that I picked for this question, I didn't pick, it picked itself, is this butterfly. So a butterfly is a symbol of rebirth and transformation. But what I'm really seeing here intuitively is to release any worry and any doubt, because a butterfly is free. When it's out there flying around, it's not questioning things. It's not worried. It's not doubting itself. It's just pushing its limits and being beautiful and just being free, being a free spirit. That's you. You're a free spirit. All right. So I hope you enjoyed your transformation reading. I hope that you come back for all of your future readings, and thank you for choosing me to be your personal oracle. Love, light, and blessings. Hi, Jessie. I hope that this reading finds you well. Here is your messages from ancestors reading. And to start, I am going to light this sage and cleanse this area and light your candle. I ask my angels to surround me in a circle of protection. And I ask the ancestors to send me clear and concise answers for Jessie. And I thank the universe for allowing me to do this reading for her today. Blessed be. All right. Let's begin. Oh my gosh, you're definitely going to hear the kids in the background the entire time. It's all right. Guess I'll only get as professional as Spirit wants me to be. Okay, so for the first question, we have cautions from ancestors. And the first card that I pulled for you is the Two of Pentacles. And what this is saying is that the ancestors are cautioning you against juggling unexpected events and seeing it in a negative light. The Two of Pentacles is representing the waves that life brings us and when things don't go as planned. The message here is to ride these waves and go with the flow, to learn to be flexible. Okay, and next I pulled Metamorphosis for you. This is representing deep and beautiful change. The ancestors are telling you that a part of you needs to die if you are to transform from one form to another. And I'm not sure if you saw the video that I released yesterday from the transformation from maiden to mother. But it's funny because it reminds me of that. You're going from one person to another, or changing, evolving. The message here is that it takes great effort to earn your wings. And there's going to be a lot of painful sacrifices on this path to transformation. But that this transformation is going to be the most beautiful thing that you could ever have possibly imagined. And that it is definitely worth the strife and, the struggle that it's going to take for you to get there. Next, we have awareness in reverse. What this is telling me is that you need to use your intuition to become more aware of what's going on around you. Seeing that your senses are heightened right now, you could even be developing a sixth sense or some psychic abilities of your own. By using your awareness, you're going to notice things around you that you otherwise would not have seen. So your ancestors are cautioning you against ignoring your awareness and ignoring your intuition, because you won't be seeing signs that other people can't see that will help you navigate situations and circumstances that you otherwise could not do. And then lastly, we have dreams. Again, do not ignore your dreams, whether these be dreams you have while you're sleeping, daydreams, or big dreams for your life. You're being asked to pay full attention to any and all of your dreams. Write them down, make notes, make lists. Keep your eye on the bigger picture and don't ever stop dreaming. Your second question is guidance from your ancestors. And the first card I pulled for you, your tarot card, you have King of Swords. And there is a power message here of, I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. What this is saying here is that your ancestors are asking you to examine how you might be limiting yourself based on your own assumptions. You need to challenge your old fixed views and your limited viewpoints, especially if they're showing you or others in a negative light. You don't want to be looking at others differently before you really get a chance to meet them. Now, we are all raised in a world of assumptions, whether that be on racism, sexism, phobias, minorities, gay, poor, disabled. We've all been conditioned throughout our childhood and throughout our lives to see things in a certain way. And the guidance here is to ask you to question your viewpoints, to challenge your conditioning and your viewpoints, and see if maybe there's an area where you should try to release an old view and adopt a new one. Okay, and then next we have the sacred pool in reverse. And the sacred pool is a reflection of your own thoughts, feelings, and beliefs again. So the ancestors do not want you to dim your light, because this is not going to serve anyone. They're asking you to not turn away from the truth of what you see in the sacred pool. Don't live in denial. So what this is saying is that if you see in the reflection of the sacred pool a belief, a feeling, or a thought that you know in your heart and in your soul needs to be reworked and changed, don't be in denial and ignore what you see. Take the risk and find a way to change, whether these be feelings about yourself or about somebody else. It's a reflection on your beliefs. So ancestors want you to shine your beautiful light into the world. You need to surrender to self-sabotage. You have a responsibility to the divine spark within you to make sure that you don't have any negative thoughts or feelings. This is mainly about yourself, this reflection. This one isn't about so much as like the King of Swords, when we were talking about, you know, our beliefs when it comes to other people and different worldly views. The sacred pool is more about the reflection that you see about yourself and what needs to be changed, so you can see yourself as this bright, white, divine light of energy that you are. Wow, I struggled to get that one out. Okay, so next we have dive deep and clarity. So again, I think this kind of goes back to where we were cautioned by awareness in the previous question. You're being asked to dive deep into your current situation and see what hidden factors are at play. And what this is telling me is that awareness card, where we're talking about you possibly picking up a sixth sense and not to ignore your awareness. There is something that needs your attention. Ancestors are guiding you to dive deep and, you know, don't ignore that awareness. And this clarity in reverse is showing that you might be trying to avoid it, that maybe you are hiding from seeing the clear truth about something. And they're guiding you to use your awareness to find your clarity and to dive deep. Clearly, 7:30 in the morning is not the best time for me to do this, because I can't even seem to get a thought out this morning. So your third question is how to honor these messages from your ancestors. And here we have, I'm going to show you real close because this is such a beautiful card. We have death in reverse. It's so beautiful. And what this signifies is transformation. You can see the sun and the butterfly coming up. You can see the roots in the ground. So again, we're being asked here, how can you honor these messages? Well, the first question is, what changes are you resisting? The death card symbolizes death of the old and rebirth of the new, which goes back to, like I was talking about my video that I was talking about the transformation from maiden to motherhood. There are a lot of changes going on here. And earlier we got the message that it takes great effort to earn your wings. Again, here we see this transformation and this growth, a breakthrough. You need to remove from your life what no longer serves you. Go through those old beliefs and thoughts and processes. whether they are about yourself or about other people. This seems to be accumulation of everything. Your ancestors want you to let go. Let go of the past. Let go of anything that does not serve your highest good or the highest good of others. And cooperate with these changes. You're being asked to not fight them, to bring your awareness and your clarity into play, not to hide from them. What was that word? Don't turn away from the truth. Don't live in denial, because it's painful. It's going to be painful. Change and transformation is always painful, and that is what makes it so beautiful when you become the butterfly, because not just anybody can become a butterfly. It's not an easy task. It is a long process to become a butterfly. And without that pain and, that struggle, and if you live in denial, then, that's when somebody might stay a caterpillar for their whole life, because they would rather stay in what's safe. And your ancestors are urging you to get out of your safety bubble and your comfort zone and become that butterfly that they know that you can be. So next we have the ghost lands in reverse. And what this is saying is that you can learn from the past and you can imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and the now. There's a sign here that you are longing for something that is either already gone or hasn't happened yet. And how to honor these messages from your ancestors is to live one day at a time. Find joy in what is present in your life today. Try not to recreate or live in the past, and try not to dwell and create a future that hasn't even happened yet. Don't plan for the future and don't focus on the future, but don't live in the future. You need to be in the here and now. And then the last two that we have for you is decisions in reverse and travel in reverse. And here I'm seeing that you might be resisting making an important decision. Don't resist the decision to transform into this beautiful butterfly. And then travel right up would mean that you have movement in your future, whether that be physical or, and what this is saying in reverse is you need to still your mind right now. Take a break. Take a break from the travel. Take a break from the mental thoughts, the overthinking mind, in order to find this awareness and clarity. Isn't actually to analyze everything. It is to just be and let everything go. Let everything go and know that your ancestors and spirit have got you covered. They really do. And then another message here in this travel card is to remember that you are protected. You are always protected. And then that is actually the end of the reading, but a couple cards fell out. So I saved them for the end. The Ace of Wands. I am inspired to follow my passion. Here we are talking about breakthroughs again, about inspiration, new ideas, a brilliant new way of thinking, And this holds the potential to grow into solid reality if you allow it to. This is an exciting period of mental growth. Any creative blocks that you've had are going to be completely removed. You just need to find the confidence to act on your ideas. And this Ace of Wands is representing old areas of outdated thinking are crumbling. So this is what you have to look forward to, is the Ace of Wands when you become that butterfly. And then your ancestors wanted to give you a sign of good luck. Believe it or not, black cats are actually considered good luck. So this is saying that lucky energy surrounds you right now. Grab opportunities with both hands. There is a change for the better in your future. Isn't that just amazing? I love that that the good luck card fell out while I was shuffling. And I just got these, so I wanted to start them off with you. I got some charms and I just pulled some out, and these are what I got for you. Let's see how well we can see them. We have the tree. To me, this is representing the tree of life. We're not focusing. The tree of life, of having firm roots. Your ancestors, right? Does this tree not represent like fully your ancestors? That's awesome. And then we got the angel wing, which again, you are always protected. You are loved. This angel wing should give you the courage that you need. Your angels are always with you. Just call on them. Just ask for them. They're always waiting in the sidelines, but they can't do anything without us asking. And then lastly, 2 seahorses. Oops, you cannot see that. 2 seahorses. So the seahorse is another sign of good luck. It's a symbol of strength, of power, and of courage. I love it. That is so beautiful. And I'm super excited to do this for you because I just got this delivered when I was about to start your reading. I just got these cards in. The Goddess Power Oracle. And I want to pull one for you. So we're going to ask the ancestors and we're going to ask Spirit, what card in this deck represents Jessie? What message and what card in this deck represents Jessie? And we'll give her some guidance right now. Let's see. We have the Goddess of Compassion. I am going to read this to you real quick. These are so beautiful. 27. The empowerment message with this card. Compassion is what's needed right now to help you release perfectionism and defensiveness. The purpose of compassion is to help reduce suffering in the world. So be mindful not to judge yourself or others too harshly. Are you kidding me right now? As you stumble through life's obstacle course. In fact, tuning into the energy of compassion and kindness almost instantly eradicates the stirred up energy of controlling thoughts and knee-jerking behaviors. The Chinese goddess of compassion gently nudges you to ask yourself this question: what would kindness do in this situation? If you approach everything with that in mind, you will discover solutions and new paths unfolding before you. In fact, living with compassion as your guide really changes everything, right down to the products you buy and the food you eat. Today, make kindness a priority. The world will be a better place, and you will feel amazing as you see the miracles light up where you least expect them. And the alignment message with this card is, are you feeling overwhelmed by all the suffering in the world, and you can't imagine how you could make a difference? Do you feel hopeless over how we treat nature and each other? The Chinese goddess Kuan Yin, knows that this is an important time of reckoning and reordering, but wants you to be careful not to fall into a pit of despair. If you allow the media to fill your mind with a constant barrage of what's going wrong in the world, you will become numb and unable to move. The good news is your alignment task. First, focus your mind locally. Your choice is not to save the whole world, but to bring your attention to where you can help. Even the smallest step towards a greater compassion is huge. Educate yourself about cultural issues and be better and more conscious and sensitive about your choices. Lend a helping hand to someone in need, volunteer your time, and choose one act of random kindness daily to help alleviate suffering. Do what you can and make that count. Always ask in your work, your relationships, and in your community, how will what I do serve others well? Remember, if you don't get it right, you can always course correct. With commitment, you will add more beauty to the world. Everyone is learning right now, and Kuan Yin reminds you to be kind to yourself too as you accept your role in birthing a new world into being. That is amazing. I love it. Well, thank you, Jessie, for coming to me for all of your tarot needs, and I can't wait to read for you in the future. Love, light, and blessings.